Hello, and welcome back to Advent, Day 14. Peppa Pig, why not? Day 14. There it is. It's the cat. I'm going to sneeze again. It's almost like I do my hair immediately before these videos, and the stuff I use makes me sneeze. Just gonna... Nope. Okay, Grampy Rabbit's Hovercraft. Cheese. 14. It's here. God, this calendar's so much easier to hold now. It's only one door. It's Applewood. Vintage. Jeez. I saw a great... This is not even submitted by somebody. I saw a great offer on cheese in the supermarket today. It was buy one, get one brie. Definitely in shot there. Day 4... I'm still going to sneeze. Day 14 on the Advent. There it is. The heating's just turned on. Day 14. Oh, yeah, that's important, that is. Day 14. What wonders do you have in store for us, Mr. Handy? It's made of card. So, you know, even if it is a coaster, it'd be shite.
I think it is something from the games, is it?
Well, I don't recognise it. And I've played all the Bethesda ones of the games. On one side we have...
A man going...
Yeah, I can't remember what that's called, but a bit of art.
Oh, like the Vitruvian Man.
Vitruvian, yeah. And on the other side we've got... I don't actually know. But it's got a different copyright though. It's like it's just copyright BSW. Open up your very own Vault surprises. Fallout the official Vault Dwellers Advent Calendar features 25 days of surprises and unique keepsakes, ranging from fun paper ornaments, to recipe cards, mini books. We've had one mini notebook, and more, inspired by the award-winning video game series, the perfect gift for gamers, lone wanderers, and soul survivors alike. Fallout the official Vault Dwellers Advent Calendar is a great way to make this year's holiday festivities extra specially shit. Electronics. 14, aren't we? It's a resistor. Today's electronics is a tennis trainer in air quotation marks. You see how it hits the wall, being the red LED, and then you press the button to send it back. You can also send it back and then press the red there and it pauses the game, I guess. I guess that's the point of that. I don't know. Yeah, that's day 14. I feel like this camera's... Oh, okay. I thought B camera was just a bit... But it's fine. And finally, day 14 on the RC Advent Calendar. Blah! Oh! We got the body of a car. I mean, that's not really that exciting, to be honest, but it's already got screws in it. Aren't we lucky? Cool. Right. Some wine. Pairs wells with cheese. Pairs wells with cheese. I'm really drunk and I've had 2 sips. Grampy Rabbit's hovercraft. Grandpa Pig wants to take Pepper and George out on his boat, but it has sunk. End of story. Can Grampy Rabbit's hovercraft zoom to the rescue? Wait, has Grandpa Rabbit taken Pepper and George out on their boat and then sunk it? Is this all an insurance fraud claim? Grandpa Pig is taking Pepper and George out for the first time on his sailing boat. Hello, old bean, says Mr. Stallion. Grandpa, that man just called you an old bean, cries Pepper. It's another way of saying we're old friends. It's another way of saying old friend, says Grandpa Pig. Now, where did I leave my boat, says Grandpa Pig. What does your boat look like? asked Pepper. I'm losing it. It has a little red flag on top of the mast, says Grandpa Pig. Like that little flag? asked Pepper. There is a picture of a green boat with a green flag floating and then a red flag sticking out of the water. Oh dear! Grandpa Pig's sailing boat has sunk. Here is Grampy Rabbit on his hovercraft. Vroom. Gobble, gobble, gobble. That's a reference.
What?
That's a reference. It's a reference to Boris Johnson.
Oh, it was the CBI speech.
It was the CBI speech, yeah. Grampy Rabbit zooms past the boats. Vroom! What is that monstrosity? asked Mr. Stallion. Is it allowed at the sailing club? asked Mrs. Corgi. Oh, they all are very Tory here, aren't they? Why is Daddy Rabbit not showing up? Is it because he's just a sun reader? He's actually a fake Tory. He's a wannabe Tory. Grampy Rabbit reaches Pepper and George. Hello, shouts Grampy Rabbit. What a marvellous day for sailing. Hello, Grampy Rabbit, says Pepper. Grandpa Pig, you look sad, says Grampy Rabbit. What's the matter? We can't go sailing because our boat has sunk, says Pepper. Why don't you hop on my hovercraft? suggests Grampy Rabbit. You can't drive that thing around here, says Grandpa Pig. You're not a member of the sailing club. Well, you're a member, aren't you? replies Grampy Rabbit. So I'm sure I'll be perfectly fine. Pepper, George, and Grandpa Pig board Grampy Rabbit's hovercraft, knowing it's one rule for them and one rule for the rest of us. Hold on to your hats, shouts Grampy Rabbit as they zoom across the sea. Grampy Rabbit's hovercraft can go on land and water. I'm glad that it's not a hovercraft that's restricted to only land or water, because that would be a shit hovercraft. That would be a car or a boat.
It hovers.
That hovers. Vroom! Mr. Stallion and Miss Corgi are enjoying a peaceful day sailing. Oh dear. This is the kind of Tory we don't like round here. The one that has fun. Oh, what's that horrible noise? cries Mrs. Corgi. It's the wind turbines they're building near my house. It's that monstrosity again, says Mr. Stallion. Whoopsie, ha-ha, says Grandpa Pig. Grandpa Pig, Grampy Rabbit. Vroom. Grampy Rabbit stops off at the Sailing Club Cafe, which is apparently on its own private island. Need I say what kind of people these are again? They've got their own private island. This is the life, eh? says Grampy Rabbit. The sea and the sky and the boat sailing by. But the boats are not sailing by, Grampy Rabbit, says Peppa. There's no wind, says Grandpa Pig. Without wind, sailing boats can't sail. Suddenly, they hear voices calling for help. It's Mr. Stallion and Mrs. Corky. We need to rescue them, Grampy Rabbit, says Peppa Pig. Grampy Rabbit zooms towards the shouting. Ahoy there, he calls. We can't get back to the dock without the wind, says Mrs. Corky. Toss me a line and I'll tow you back in, says Grampy Rabbit. Grampy Rabbit's hovercraft tows the sailing boats back to shore. We're towing the boats to shore. We're towing the boats to shore, sings Grampy Rabbit. Actually, I rescind my earlier comment about him being a Tory. He's just a senile old man, isn't he? Yeah. On day release. We're towing the boats to the car park. Towing the boats to be parked, sings Grampy Rabbit. Now you don't have far to walk to your cars. But sailing boats don't go on land like hovercrafts, gasped Grandpa Pig. Grandpa Pig, who is your friend? Asked Mr. Stallion. We must thank him for rescuing us. His name is Grampy Rabbit, replies Grandpa Pig. Grampy Rabbit, delighted to meet you, old bean, says Mr. Stallion. You too, old bean, replies Grampy Rabbit. And that's where that book ends. Are they implying that the only boats in the world are sailboats with no motors and hovercraft?
And also sailboats where people haven't carried their oars, which you normally would have.
I mean,
It's an emergency.
yeah.
There's no wind.
Or a motor.
But yeah, all that.
Wine. Cheese. Whiskey farmhouse cheddar. Applewood vintage. Ooh. Thankfully, because I've been needing to sneeze this entire episode, I can't smell the cheese. It's wet. The cheese is wet. Wet cheese is not good. It smells gross. All of the bodily functions today, now I need to sneeze and burp. At some point, I'm probably just going to vomit. Cheese goes in. Cheese tastes like shit. Nothing compares to the cheddar the other day. Nothing. Does wine pair well with cheese? I don't know. I don't like wine. And yet here I am drinking wine. What an exciting day of Advent. We had a nice little sailing adventure. We've got the chassis. And we ate some cheese. These cheese advents are getting real fucking boring, aren't they? I'm honestly tempted to just skip them. Oh, excuse me. Burp on camera, that's like the third one. If you love this cheese advent calendar, why not tell us about it? I don't. And with that, thank you for watching. I will see you next time for day 15. I don't remember what day it is. I'm going mad. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.